And we're back with a new video. I hope everyone's been doing well. I have been myself. I need y'all to do something for me before we proceed though. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Share this video or subscribe if you haven't already. Today, we're going to get into loss and how it impacts and affects us in our daily day-to-day lives. Now, I had to pass by my brother's death site the other day, and it was pretty hard. It's crazy how I'm not going to say forget certain things, but you don't think about them as much, like the loss of someone. For real. After losing someone, you think about it often, but after a while, it gets less and less. You think about them less and less until you find yourself living your life, because your life continues. Your life does not end when someone else's ends, whether it's a loved one or not. So you have to continue living, which you do. And as the days go by, you forget about them more and more. Yes, you forget about them more and more because you don't think about this person as often. When they first passed, you did, but months have gone past, years have gone past, and you're living your life. Yes, of course, you think about them from time to time. They cross your mind. They do. Now, especially when it is certain things that remind you of this person. So I had to pass by his death site, and he just recently passed away a few months ago. And it was kind of hard for me because, of course, I'm living my life. I work hard, so I'm always busy. My mind is always occupied. And I thought about him, and I thought about the situation in which he passed, and it infuriated me. It did, because he was deleted, and it wasn't a natural death. So it infuriated me again, and I found myself getting angry at the people involved again. And I didn't know what to do with that rage. I didn't know what to do with that emotion. So it's bottled up for now. Most of y'all, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you know exactly what I mean. If you're watching this video and you have lost someone, and I mean someone really close to you, then you know exactly what I mean. It gets kind of hard sometimes when you think about that person and what life could have been for them now if they had not passed away, whether it was months ago or years ago, sometimes decades ago. Like, you know, my mother, who passed away when I was really young, so I didn't really get to know her. And I find myself thinking about her from time to time. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to open up to y'all because that's what we're here to do. If you have anything to say, leave a comment in the comment section, and I will get right to answering your question or commenting on whatever it is that's on your mind. But she passed away when I was really young, so I didn't really get to know her. And when I was younger, I would tell myself that I was being punished. Seriously. I would ask God why he was punishing me for, was this something I did? By taking my mother away at an early age, I asked myself, was it something I did? If you're watching this video and you have had those thoughts, if you lost a mother, a father when you were really young, and you ask yourself, what did I do to deserve this loss? What did I do in the past? Was this something I did in the past life? Because you want to know, especially after seeing everyone else with their loved ones, everyone else with their parents, whether they're together or not. You see your friends, you see your classmates with their parents, with their fathers, with their mothers, and you may not have one or you may not have both, and you wonder, what is it that I did to deserve this? Why is my mother, why is my father not in my life? And you keep asking yourself that, but you never get the answers. And you'll never know the answers. But what I can say, and what I've discovered, is that no matter who you lose, no matter who you've lost, you have to keep living your life, because that's exactly what they would want you to do. Think about that. If they were alive and they knew that they were going to go before you did, they would tell you, I want you to live your life to the fullest. I want you to take advantage of every day, which is exactly what I'm telling y'all to do right now. I know it's hard to do sometimes, especially if you're battling depression or any kind of other mental, I'm not going to say mental illness, any kind of other mental hindrance. Then you need people who you can relate to. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone. You just need to get it out of you. Don't leave it all bottled up, because it will come back to haunt you. It will come back to haunt you. You need to get all the rage. You need to get all of the anger out. And I did not do that when I was younger. So at times I would catch myself up late at night just angry and just mad and just cussing the world, asking why me? I know you've probably asked yourself that very same question. Why me? Well, why not you? Have you asked yourself that? Because you basically get tested in life. We know this. We all get tested in life. And you have to understand, take it from me, everything that happens to you happens for a reason. Everything that happens to you in life is made to strengthen you. Yes, everything. It's made to strengthen you, but it can also weaken you, depending on the person, depending on who you are. It can weaken you. Your trials and tribulations can weaken or strengthen you. Now, which type of person are you? Do you allow these things to weaken you, or do you allow them to strengthen you? Because we lose more than just loved ones. How many losses have you taken in your life? How many things have you lost in your life? And I don't mean just a loved one. I'm talking about a pet. Just a pet. Or even a car that you liked so much and you lost it. I'm talking about a friend that you cared for so much, but you lost them. I'm talking about a man. I'm talking about a woman that you loved so much, but you lost them. And now you're left to sit here and wonder, what if? What if this person was still in my life? See, it doesn't just have to be in death. No, we lose people who are still living. Now, the people who have passed, it's too late for you to tell them how you think. It's too late for you to tell them that you're sorry. It's too late, whether you've been in contact with them or not, because let's be real, some people are not even talking to their relatives right now, or their loved ones, or their parents. They're not even talking to their parents right now. Some of y'all have nothing to do with your parents. Some of y'all do. That's why I don't allow any type of disrespect to anyone's parents. Whenever I see a kid, and when I say a kid, I don't care if you're 20 or you're 30. Your parents are always older than you, of course, so they always should command respect from you. You're always their child. You're always going to be their child. It doesn't matter if you're 50. You're still their child. So I don't take kindly to disrespect when I see a child disrespect their parents. I never have and never will. But if you have someone in your life that you've lost who is still alive, it's still not too late to get them back. Did you hear what I just said? Because It probably went in one ear and out the other. But you need to listen to what I just said. If you have a loved one, whether it's a friend, it doesn't matter who it is that is still living, it's still not too late. Don't wait until it's too late. I'm telling you, don't wait until it's too late. I know, especially men, we have to be manly, we have to be masculine, you have to be alpha, whatever. All it takes is literally 5 seconds to call someone and tell them that you care for them. Tell them you love them. Tell them you're sorry. Tell them you forgive them. That's all it takes. 5 seconds to do that, to say those words. But you act like it is giving up the world to do that. You're not just hard-headed. You're being dumb. You're being dumb. You're not just hard-headed. You're being dumb. You're being stupid. Because while you're still alive and while that person is still alive, you have the chance to reconcile. But you won't, because that pride is in the way, which we all have. And I get that some of us allow it to take more control of ourselves than others. But that pride is going to lead you to regret later on, because once that person is gone, they're gone. You're not telling them anything else. You're not reconciling anything. You're not making up. They are gone. Now, of course, if you were in a relationship that was terrible and you lost that person, shit, good riddance. Good riddance. I'm talking about that person you lost due to your actions. That person who was good to you and you decided to leave for whatever reasons. And you have to think about this also, right? Sometimes we sabotage our own lives, especially relationships. You get into a relationship with someone and you will sabotage that relationship whether things are going good or not. And most of the time, it'll be going good and you still sabotage it. Even though you say you want a certain person and this person fits the criteria. This person fits your profile of the perfect mate. But you self-sabotage. You make them decide to leave, or you decide to leave some way or somehow. You want to know why some of that is? It is because you may have lost someone in the past, and psychologically, you still, in the back of your mind, you still think about losing that person, and you still ask yourself, why did I lose this person? What did I do? Why did this person leave me? And so you don't want to love anyone else so that they don't end up leaving you, because everyone you come across that you get close to and you believe that you have affection, you show affection, you have feelings for, are going to leave you because that loved one left you so long ago. So you self-sabotage your relationships, and sometimes you even self-sabotage your friendships and you don't even know it. Think back. Yes, I want you to think back on that relationship, on that friendship that you sabotaged, that you messed up. Think about that. Because taking a loss like that, it will affect you in that way. To the point where it affects your life in such a way that you do not even realize it. You don't even know the reason why you do some of the things that you do when in relationships or friendships. You don't even know why you act like that towards that other family member. The smallest things piss you off. The smallest things get under your skin. And you don't even know why. Well, I just told you one of the reasons why it might be. Taking a loss like that, it's a really big deal. Especially when you're younger, because when you're younger, you do not understand. See, when you're older, you get it. You know that you're going to take losses in life. You know that no one is here forever, so you're going to lose things, you're going to lose people. And the worst thing to do is to lose a person that is dear to you. Now, you lose other things like a job. Yeah, you'll lose a job. Some people actually believe that losing their job is the end of the world. Do you know that there have been people who have harmed themselves because they lost their jobs and they felt like it was the end of the world? They believe that they could not find another job such as the one they had, whether it's because of the pay or the environment. They just believe they could never find another one like that. So they self-delete. They do themselves harm. So you can't tell me that loss does not affect us in such a negative way that sometimes you decide to take yourself out because of a terrible loss. And we lose things every day. Shoot, you lose time every day. Yes, time. You're losing time. Right now, as I am speaking, and you are watching this video, you are losing time, and I am losing time. You lose something every day. It's a part of life. Until you understand that, I don't think you will ever be able to move on. You have to understand that. You lose something every day. Every second of your life, you lose something. Some of y'all have lost your minds. No, that's the honest truth. Some of y'all have lost your minds. Some of the things that you advocate for, that you believe, is just out of this world. Now, I'm all about being a free thinker. I'm all about thinking for yourself, of course. But there's just some things that don't make any sense that half of the population believes. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. I'm not going to get into that because that's for another video. But some of y'all have lost your minds. So again, we lose something every day. You may have awakened this morning and lost the energy to go about your day. You just felt sluggish. You feel like you lost all hope. You feel like you lost your drive. And you were just moping around all day, feeling depressed, feeling down. See, we lose something every day. Later on that evening, you may all of a sudden decide to snap out of it. Some people do, some people don't. When they lose the drive to continue living, when they lose the drive to strive for a better life, to strive to be better than what they are, sometimes it's hard to get it back. That's why loss is so terrible. But it can build you at the same time. It can build you up. It can build you up. Loss can build you up. It can tear you down, but it can build you up. Now, which type of person are you? Are you allowing your loss, the loss that you have taken, to build or to tear you down? Because I have allowed it to build me up into the person that I am today, into the confident, driven person that I am today, into the arrogant, no, I'm just kidding. But I have allowed the loss that I have taken in life, and I mean, I have taken so many losses. I have taken so many losses. I remember when I was up, when I was in my 20s, and then lost everything in my late 20s. Then I gained it back in my early 30s, and I slowly started to lose it again in my mid. I have taken losses from people to things, from loved ones to foes. Yeah, I have taken so many losses, but as I got older, I began to accept the fact that we lose something every day. Every minute of the day, you are losing something. Just like we just lost a minute from the time I started speaking to you again till now. We just lost another minute. We just lost another second. You lose something every day, if that makes sense to you. So instead of allowing that loss to keep you down, instead of allowing that loss to keep you in that moment, to keep you in that balled up emotion of whether it's regret, disdain, unhappiness, sadness, if you allow the losses you take to leave you in that state, you will never get ahead. And the messed up thing about it is that you will not even understand why it's so hard for you to get ahead. You don't even understand why. You fail at your relationships. You fail at your job. You fail at your marriage. You fail at your friendships. You fail at life. You don't even understand why. But one thing that you're good at is feeling sorry for yourself. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Allow the losses that you have taken to build you into a better person. Allow the losses that you have taken to make you and turn your life around, to shape your life into the type of life that you want to live. Because with loss comes great strength. If you're strong enough to get through those losses, then guess what? You're strong enough to get through anything else that life throws at you. And as you know, life is going to throw so many things at you. If you are in your 20s right now, then you should know that life is definitely going to throw so many things at you that at one point in time in your life, you're going to want to give up. You're going to want to give up. The best of us have wanted to. Because you're not always up. You take losses and then you're brought back down. Sometimes it's a lesson that life is teaching you. Sometimes it's a lesson that life is teaching you. Yeah, to be humble. We take losses sometimes because we need to be humbled. So it might be where you are up financially. It might be where you're in a great relationship. It might be where your marriage is great, but you start to take advantage of those things, and then life has to humble you, so you lose them. You lose those things in order for you to learn how to be humble. So now you humble yourself. You return back to your natural state of being humble because that's how you were born. So everything else that happened in life that turned you into an arrogant person, well, life has a way of humbling us, trust and believe. And loss is definitely a way of humbling you. That's why some people who were up, who were arrogant, they took a major loss, and guess what happened to them? They were brought back down to earth. Because losing someone or something important to you can tear you down or it can build you up. Which one are you going to allow your losses to do? Are you going to allow your loss to tear you down, where you are in a state of sadness, you're hateful, you're angry, all those emotions balled up into one? Are you going to allow your loss to keep you in that state? Or are you going to allow your loss to teach you how to be a better friend, to teach you how to be a better husband, to teach you how to be a better father, how to be a better mother, how to be a better student, how to be a better child? Because loss will and it can humble you. I've taken losses. I'm still taking losses. And so are you. But together, If you allow your loss to build you into a better person, if you allow your loss to teach you how to be a better version of yourself, then I guarantee you the next time you take another serious loss, you're going to look at it differently. Until next time.
If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.